Whatcha Read'N, presented by Quail Ridge Books, Raleigh, North Carolina's trusted community bookstore. Welcome to Whatcha Read'N, presented by Quail Ridge Books. So what I am going to be doing for this segment is I am going to give you some reviews of books that I recommend that pertain to fishing and or faith, and there are a ton of them, but I figured what better way to get started than to talk about a book that has a lot to say about both. So last year I had author Dan Flowen on the podcast to talk about his book Fisherman's Apprentice, The Making of a Fisher of Men. Now at the time, I had not read the book yet. I've read it now, and it sits on our shelves here at Quail Ridge Books with my staff pick in it. One of my favorite things about this book is the voice that it's written in. It's not a journalistic approach of a journalist writing a story or spinning a story. It's not a novelist trying to be literary. It's very, very raw, very vulnerable, very much what you would expect when a guest speaker from your own congregation at church steps up to the pulpit. This is a man telling his story of what happened after he was told he was dying of cancer and had around 8 months to live. His struggles, his pain, his triumphs. Dan could very easily have left it at that, though. This could have been a book about cancer and his fight with cancer. While there's definitely a lot of talk about cancer in this book, this isn't a cancer book. It's not even a book about a fight with cancer. This is God's story. This is Dan's recollection of having God work in and through him and changing him, growing him into a better father, husband, businessman, person. One thing I was surprised about was how much there is in this book for business people out there, especially those who are turning their business over to God and doing business the way they are feeling called by God instead of just what makes sense on paper. Overall, I was challenged to grow as a person and to do hard things, like finding an accountability partner to have hard conversations with, to journal and to become better myself. Check it out at quailridgebooks.com/faithandfishing, along with some of my other recommendations.